Hello, everyone. Welcome to Map 119, Section 530, Summer 2025. I'm your instructor, Professor Price, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to, what to do on the first day class. So, come join me. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you are in our Canvas website. This is our official Math 119, Section 530 course. Hopefully, you guys already seen this. The first thing you have to notice is that this is a fully online class. We will be, all your information should start on next week on the 9th, next Monday, and the first ends July 31st. So this is where to get started. You want to make sure you read your announcements, read the course syllabus, register for your own review, and then make sure to go to modules. And nothing actually changes to student view. So that way it is exactly what you're looking at. So the first thing you want to do is actually go into modules. In modules, you should have access to the getting started with the getting started module, along with the week one information. So for example, what we're going to do today is I'm going to walk you through the getting started website. So welcome to 119. This is our official syllabus. So if you want to download this and print it, by all means, go ahead and do that. So there's your syllabus right here. In my syllabus, you'll be able to find my name, my email, my office hours, what are the prerequisites, what course textbook you need. You don't need the textbook, all you need is the textbook. The graphing calculator, remember TA 83 or 84, there's a free access, there's a free online calculator that I can share with you. Now there's this Canvas, that's where I'm going to be posting everything. You'll have your final exam delivered through Canvas. There's the due date July 30th. The class procedure, this is a full online course, so everything will be delivered through Canvas. And you will have class recordings, online quizzes, and everything for you to complete at your own pace. The course descriptions, these are the objectives of the class. We will be going over 12 different chapters with the corresponding sections. The grades, homework will be online. You're never going to turn anything in. Exams, there should be 2 exams worth 20% each. We will have quizzes, online quizzes that will go over the class recordings that we do. We will have a comprehensive final with 25% review.
So what am I grading you? The way that an online class is graded is based on the submissions that you do. So the way that I monitor attendance is, have you completed your assignments? Have you taken your quizzes on time? Have you done your homework on time? Are you actively participating in this class? Are you completing your discussion post? Everything. One of the most important things is, if you do not complete the first discussion post, you will be dropped from this course. Because this is only 8 weeks, we need to know who is active and who's not active. And that discussion post will allow me to determine who is active in this class. Again, you will have chapter quizzes and lecture quizzes, 2 different things. The chapter quizzes will be based on the chapter, and lecture quizzes will be based on the recordings, the 2 different ones. They both will be incorporated with your quiz grades for 15%. I will drop the 2 lowest quiz scores at the end of the semester. This online class are difficult because I don't know what's going on. I'm not looking at you. I don't get to see you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm not sure what's going on around you. So please let me know. Please be active. Email me, that, hey, I have a question. Please come to my office hours. There's also tutorial services available for you. There's a NOSE Center, the Map Center. Those are actually on campus. So if you can go to campus and please get some. We've also the DSS. So if you feel that there is disability that you might need more resources or more time on the test. And if you qualify, then please let me know. I do need a letter in advance. There's also the academic success center, which is another tutoring possibility for you. The course maps for this online class is the announcements. That's where I'm going to communicate with you. The syllabus modules, discussions, assignments, and grades. This is where you want to be looking at. Please avoid cheating and plagiarism. Hopefully we don't have any misconduct behavior in this class. I understand that this is an online class, so maybe not in the actual class, but maybe in an online setting, just be respectful with your discussion from your peers, and an email, be respectful. What disciplinary actions can be against you? You guys can read that. Important dates. The last day to add this class is June 16th. The first day to drop is the first day of class. Without a letter grade, without a W would be June 16th, and the last day to drop with AW is on July 18th. And here is what's going to be covered in every week. So week 1 will cover chapters 1 and 2. You'll have a weekly quiz and online homework attached to each. On June 12th, you'll have chapter 3 and chapter 4. On week 3, you'll have the first midterm that covers chapters 1 through 4. And then week 4, 7 and 8, you'll have a weekly quiz and online homework. And then here, of course, that first week you'll also have a discussion post. That's not mentioned here, but you will have a discussion post as well. And the chapters that we're going to go over, there's going to be a practice final exam review, which is going to be a practice final reporting. So this is in a nutshell your syllabus for this semester. There's your online homework registration. To register, there is the actual instruction. There's also a video that I will be incorporating, so that way you guys can kind of go over how to register. So you're going to go through Canvas, and then you're going to go into Access Pearson right here on the left side. You're going to select on a module, and then you're going to open it up. You might need, if you bought the access code from the library, you will need the access code. If you want a temporary access, which gives you for 14 days, maybe you're not confident with the class, you can try for 14 days and then upload. Or you can also have access through this same account. So here are some calculator links. This is from the textbook itself. So if we're working on chapter 2, these are some links you want to go to from Trello that helps you walk through the calculator. So if you've never used a calculator before, this is a great tool for you. And then this is for me, my office hours, a little bit of background of who I am. I actually come from Sullivan College myself. I was an undergraduate there. I went to UC San Diego in 2015. I obtained my bachelor's degree from UC San Diego and then transferred to San Diego State, where I obtained my master's degree. I've worked in different community colleges, such as Southwestern, City College, Mariposa College, and different other ones like this one. I do have office hours every Friday from 2:30 to 3:30. So using this link, I'm available every time. So click here on every Friday from 2:30 to 3:30, and I will be available. Or if these times don't work, please email me for additional appointments. And then there's of course plenty of resources. The free tutoring, there's also online tutoring for you if you want to click on that. There's a Mesa Lab and the ASC. Now this is, you still don't have access to this, but let me show you. So this is your first introduction discussion. It's going to be available June 6th until June 15th. So this is what you want to be able to answer. So you're going to reply first with your own, and then you want to make sure that you reply to at least one more person to obtain credit. Okay. So please note that this will be graded and will serve as your first activity for this course. So tell us, welcome to class, you're going to introduce yourself, and then you're going to reply to another person. Make sure you respond to at least one, or a few of them if you can. But the procedure is at least one. That way you get full credit. This is not graded. This is more of a Q&A discussion post. This is for me, if, let's say that you don't have access to my email or you forgot. You want to ask me any questions about here, like, hey, professor, can I turn this in? Or more general questions about the course. I have access to this in of course your classmates, if they also have a question, they can post them here. This is not graded. This is just for me to just see what kind of questions you guys have. Maybe you guys have similar questions that you want me to address. So that just gives me a little bit of information of what is needed from me. Make sure you give me at least anywhere between 24 to 72 hours to reply. Okay? And that does terminate that first module. So that does complete our first module. So that way you're caught up with what you should do for that first year class. Under week 1, you do have your lecture notes already for chapter 1 and chapter 2. You will see here lecture recordings are not there yet, but they will. So whenever you click on chapter 1, 1.3, I would suggest you to download them first, because that's what I'm going to be going over the recordings. So I'll walk you through the lectures, and then you have a quiz based on each chapter or each lecture. So make sure that you pay attention to those details. So for example, chapter 1, all of chapter 1 will go here. I'll be going over chapter 1, each section, and I will go to chapter 2, each section, and you will have recordings for those chapters and those lectures, and then you will be finding 2 quizzes. Each one corresponds to 1 chapter. So you can have a 1 chapter quiz class, 1 chapter 2 quiz, 1 chapter 1 lecture quiz, 1 chapter 2 lecture quiz. So you should have online quizzes here, a minimum of 2 for this week. It has chapter 1 and chapter 2, or just chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay. So that's all you need. I also have posted an announcement, a welcome announcement for this course. Again, making sure that you understand the online course policies, how to get started, and find your resources. And I think that is it on my behalf on that first day of class. I hope that was very informative. I will also have a video for online homework setup. So if you're still having trouble registering for homework, I will have a link for you with a video that walks you through step by step. And hopefully you are able to get started right away. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.